Have you ever wondered how websites are built from scratch? The world of web development is vast and exciting, filled with possibilities and challenges waiting for you to explore. It's a world where creativity meets logic, and the end result is a seamless user experience that takes place within the confines of a browser window. Web development, in essence, is the process of creating websites or web applications. It's about taking a design or an idea and turning it into a functional interactive platform that can be accessed from anywhere in the world. But that's just the surface. To truly understand web development, we need to delve a bit deeper. Picture a website as an iceberg. The part you see, the user interface, is just the tip. This is the front end where you interact with the website. It's all the visuals, the animations, the buttons you click, and the forms you fill out. It's the part that's built using languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But that's not all there is to it. Underneath the surface, there's another part of the website you don't see, but it's equally, if not more, important. This is the back end. It's the server that hosts the website, the database that stores all the data, and the server-side scripts that process your requests. The back end is built using different technologies like PHP, Python, Ruby, and databases like MySQL or MongoDB. First off, let's talk about the front end, the part of the website you interact with. It's the visible part of the iceberg, so to speak, the part that you see, touch, and experience directly. And it's all brought to life by three main technologies: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let's start with HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language. Think of HTML as the skeleton or the basic structure of your website. It gives your site its shape, with elements like headings, paragraphs, lists, and images. HTML is the language that tells your web browser what elements to display on the screen, and in what order. Next we have CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets. If HTML is the skeleton, then CSS is the skin. It's what makes your website look good. It handles the layout, the colors, the fonts, the spacing, and all the visual aesthetics of your site. With CSS, you can transform a bare-bones HTML page into something that's visually engaging and pleasant to look at. Then there's JavaScript. If HTML is the skeleton and CSS is the skin, JavaScript is the heart, the brain, the muscles. It's what makes your website come to life. JavaScript is a scripting language that allows you to create dynamic content. It enables you to add interactivity to your website like forms, animations, games, and other interactive features. Now these three are the fundamental building blocks of front-end development. But there are also several tools and frameworks that can help you streamline your work and create more complex and robust front-end applications. Let's briefly touch on a couple of the most popular ones. React and Angular. React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces developed by Facebook. It allows you to create large web applications that can update and render efficiently in response to data changes. On the other hand, Angular is a full-featured JavaScript framework developed by Google. It's designed for building single-page applications and supports two-way data binding, dependency injection, and modular architecture. Both of these have their own strengths and are widely used in the industry. Choosing between them often comes down to personal preference, the specific needs of your project, and the tools and technologies you're already familiar with. But remember, before you dive into these frameworks, it's crucial to have a solid understanding of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These are the foundations upon which everything else is built. In the world of front-end development, the landscape is always changing, with new tools and technologies emerging all the time. But HTML, CSS, and JavaScript remain the steadfast pillars of the front end. They are the languages that every web browser understands, and they form the backbone of every website on the internet. Having a grasp on these technologies allows you to create interactive and visually appealing websites. They are your paintbrush, your canvas, your palette. They are the tools that allow you to bring your creative visions to life on the web. Now, let's move on to the back end, the behind-the-scenes powerhouse of a website. The back end, often referred to as the server side, is where the magic truly happens. It's the unseen engine, housing the components that power the website, making it functional and dynamic. This includes the server, an application, and a database. Let's talk about server-side languages first. These are the languages that your server understands and uses to build that powerhouse we just mentioned. Some of the most popular ones include Python, Ruby, and Node.js. Python is renowned for its simplicity and readability, making it a great choice for beginners. It's a versatile language, widely used in various fields such as data science, machine learning, and of course web development. Ruby, on the other hand, is all about productivity and simplicity. It's designed to make programming fun and flexible. Ruby on Rails, a popular framework for Ruby, has been used to build many top-notch websites, including Airbnb and Hulu. Then we have Node.js, which is not a language per se, but a runtime that allows you to run JavaScript on the server side. This means you can use the same language for both front-end and back-end development, a feature that has made Node.js quite popular in recent years. Now, onto databases. A database is like a storage room for your website. It's where all your data is stored and retrieved from. This data could be anything from user profiles to blog posts to product inventories. SQL and NoSQL are the two main types of databases, with SQL being more structured and NoSQL being more flexible and scalable. Frameworks, on the other hand, are tools that help you build your applications more efficiently. They provide a structure and set of conventions for your applications to follow. Express.js and Django are two such popular frameworks. Express.js is a fast, unopinionated, and minimalist web framework for Node.js. It's part of the MEAN, MongoDB, Express.js, AngularJS, and Node.js stack, a free and open-source JavaScript software stack for building dynamic websites and web applications. Django, on the other hand, is a high-level Python web framework that encourages rapid development and clean, pragmatic design. Built by experienced developers, it takes care of much of the hassle of web development, so you can focus on writing your app without needing to reinvent the wheel. The backend is where you handle data, implement server-side logic, and talk to your database. It's where you ensure that everything the user does on the front end happens smoothly and correctly. It's the backbone of your web application, and without it, you wouldn't have a functional website. A good understanding of back-end technologies enables you to build robust and scalable web applications. So keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep building. The world of back-end development is waiting for you. So, how does it all come together? This is where full-stack development comes into play. Full-stack development is like the Swiss Army knife of web development. It's where the magic of front-end and back-end development intertwine to create a fully functioning, user-friendly web application. Let's break it down. A full-stack developer is a Jack or Jill of all trades. They're responsible for both the client side and the server side of an application, handling everything from databases and servers to systems and clients. Think of it this way: if the internet were a restaurant, the full-stack developer would be the chef, the waiter, and the dishwasher all rolled into one. They cook up the code, serve it to the user, and clean up any bugs that might creep in. Now, why is this important? Why not just specialize in either front-end or back-end development? Well, by understanding both sides of the coin, you can create more efficient and effective solutions. It's about seeing the big picture and knowing how all the pieces fit together. Imagine you're building a puzzle. If you only focus on one corner, you might miss how it connects to the rest of the image. But if you step back and look at the whole picture, you can see how each piece complements the others to create a cohesive design. That's the power of full-stack development. It's also worth noting that full-stack developers are highly sought after in the tech industry. Companies value the versatility and comprehensive understanding that these developers bring to the table. So if you're looking to future-proof your career, full-stack development is a smart path to consider. But remember, becoming a full-stack developer isn't about learning everything overnight. It's a journey. Start with the basics, build your foundation, and gradually expand your knowledge. With patience, persistence, and a dash of curiosity, you can conquer the world of full-stack development. By mastering both sides of web development, you become a more versatile and in-demand developer. You may be wondering, where do I start with learning all these technologies? Let's take a step-by-step approach to this. Firstly, it's advisable to begin with front-end technologies. That's your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These form the foundation of web development and provide the building blocks you'll need to master more advanced topics. HTML will give you a grasp of the basic structure of web pages, CSS will teach you how to style those pages, and JavaScript will introduce you to programming logic and interactivity. Once you've got a good handle on these, it's time to move on to more advanced front-end technologies. This includes learning about libraries like React or Vue, which can help streamline your development process and create more dynamic, interactive web pages. Following the front-end mastery, you can shift your focus to back-end technologies. This is where you'll learn about servers, databases, and server-side programming languages like Python, Ruby, or Node.js. This knowledge will allow you to create complex, data-driven websites and applications. Now you might be thinking, that's a lot to learn, where can I find resources to help me? Don't worry, there are plenty of resources available to guide you on this journey. Online courses are a great place to start. Websites like Coursera, Udacity, and Khan Academy offer comprehensive courses on all aspects of web development, from the basics of HTML and CSS to advanced topics in both front-end and back-end development. Books are another valuable resource. There are countless books that cover web development in depth. Some popular titles include Eloquent JavaScript, for those wanting to master JavaScript, CSS, the definitive guide for anyone looking to become an expert in CSS, and Learning Python for those interested in back-end development with Python. Another crucial part of learning web development is practical application. This means actually coding and building projects. There are many websites that offer project ideas and challenges for all levels, from beginner to advanced. Websites like FreeCodeCamp and Codecademy offer interactive coding exercises and projects that can help solidify your understanding of the concepts you're learning. And let's not forget about the developer community. There are countless forums, blogs, and social media groups where you can connect with other developers, ask questions, share your work, and get feedback. Websites like Stack Overflow and GitHub are great places to start. In conclusion, learning web development is a journey that requires time, patience, and plenty of practice. But with the right resources and a solid learning path, anyone can become a web developer. Remember, the key to mastering web development is practice and consistency. To wrap up, full-stack web development is an exciting and rewarding field. It's a landscape filled with opportunities where creativity meets technology and ideas come to life in the form of interactive websites and applications. We've covered a lot in this video, so let's take a moment to recap. We began by introducing web development, the craft of building and maintaining websites. We explored how it's divided into two main components, front-end and back-end development. Remember, front-end development is all about the user interface. It's what you see and interact with on a website. It involves mastering languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and becoming proficient in frameworks and libraries like React or Angular. On the other side of the coin, we have back-end development. This is the server side of web development, the behind-the-scenes magic that powers a website. It includes working with servers, databases, and applications. Here, languages like Python, Ruby, and Java reign supreme, along with frameworks like Django or Node.js. We then ventured into the realm of full-stack development, the fusion of both front-end and back-end development. Full-stack developers are jacks of all trades, capable of working on both the client and server side of web development. They have a broad skill set, making them valuable assets in the tech industry. Lastly, we shared some learning paths and resources to help you dive into web development. From online courses, coding boot camps, to open-source projects, there's a wealth of resources out there to help you start your journey. The world of web development is vast and ever-evolving, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and start experimenting. The more you learn, the more you'll realize how much there is to discover. It's a journey of continuous learning and growth, and the best part is, you're just getting started. So why wait? Start your journey in web development today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Thank you for watching.